Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode on How Do You Cook Back to Basics. I wish you could smell my kitchen right now because I have so many things cooking and I cannot wait to eat supper. So tonight we're going to be making stewed potatoes. Okay y'all, first thing we're going to do is we are going to peel our potatoes. Now, if you get a bad spot on your potato, and you see that right there, you can just cut that out. Always cut out all the bad spots. Okay, that's on my potatoes, so that's all I'm going to be cooking because it's just for my husband and I. So this is what my potatoes look like. So I'm going to go ahead and start dicing them. What I do is I try to rinse them good before I dice them. Then I just go ahead and I cut it right down the middle. Cut the potato right down the middle. And then, say I have a half. So I'm going to cut it down the middle again. And I'm just going to chop it into small pieces. Just like that. When I was younger and I lived at home and I was a teenager, whenever my mom would cook, she always gave me the job of peeling potatoes and dicing them or getting them ready because it can be kind of cumbersome to dice potatoes. But it gives you a lot of practice for later on down in life when you are out on your own and you start to do your own cooking. When you don't have mom anymore, it's when you have to kind of learn how to do things on your own. Okay, those look good and rinsed to me. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I have my pan here. I'm going to go ahead and add them to my pan. Have one extra. And I'm going to add water to my pan. Y'all, I'm going to add just a little bit of water that is over my potatoes. Let's say about an inch, half an inch or an inch above my potatoes, so you have plenty of room for them to learn how to boil, not learn how to boil, but so that they'll have plenty of room to boil. So I'm going to put these on my stove and I'm going to turn them on high. I'll be right back. This is a good time to add salt to your water. It just adds a little bit of flavor that can kind of adhere to your potatoes as they're cooking. Okay, so I have my pot on high. Well, I have my stove on high. So once these start to boil, you are going to want to turn it down to about a medium to a medium low, depending on your stove. So once this starts boiling, I'll come back and show you what I do. My stewed potatoes have started to boil, and I don't want it to boil too fast, so I'm going to turn this down to a medium and just let it cook. Cook on medium until the potatoes start to get a little bit tender, and then I'll show you what I do after that. I'll be right back. My potatoes are just about done. I wanted you to see what they look like. So they have some kind of starchy juice to them. So this is what they look like when they're close to being done. Just like that. Now, since they are almost done, I'm going to go ahead and move my camera around and I'm going to show you what I do to drain most of my water out of my stewed potatoes. Hey guys, so my potatoes are done. This is what you want them to look like, and if you were to take your spoon and you can go through it, then it's done. So this is what I do to drain my water so I don't get all the water out. I don't want it all to go out because these are supposed to be stewed potatoes. So I usually get a plate and I usually put it on the edge of my pan, of my pot here, so that none of the potatoes can come out. I just pour a little bit out at a time, and then I kind of look at my potatoes, see how much more water I have in there. Then I'm going to drain it a little bit more, see what I got. I got about that much water still left, so I'm going to drain it a little bit more. Now, this is what I want. This is what I want right here. Now, I want you to see. See, I still have all that water in there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this back. I'm going to put this on my counter for one and show you what I do now. I'm going to add a half stick of butter. Okay. Half stick of butter, pepper, salt and pepper to taste, because you don't have to add pepper if you don't want, but I love it. I love pepper. And salt. And you can add more once you add it to your plate if you wish. But now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stir all this together. And that's going to give your potatoes the stewedness. So you have your stewed potatoes with your butter, salt, and pepper. So you don't have to drain all your water out. You can make it really good by just adding those 3 simple ingredients. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of how to make stewed potatoes. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss out on any of my upcoming videos, please subscribe to our channel and click that bell notification so you don't miss out on anything. So thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. Love you. Bye.